Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today, this is a long anticipated video because I've been trying to film this for a little while, but because there's quite a lot of work behind it with filming different cutaways and things like that, it's taken a little while for me to actually get down to filming it. But we're here today, I'm gonna film it. This is my winter city break outfit ideas. So if you didn't know, I went to Berlin last December, so the December just gone, for the Christmas markets, which was obviously amazing. Berlin is such a beautiful city, especially around the festive period. And I was travelling with just a carry-on case, and it was the first time I had to travel with a carry-on case, and it was harder than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a breeze, but it really wasn't. So obviously when I was putting together outfits, I wanted to have some in my head that I knew I could put together A, quickly, and B, I had lots of items that could be used in different outfits. Like, I wasn't going to bring just one thing that I'd wear with one other thing and then I just wouldn't use it for the rest of the trip. I needed to really utilise on the space that I had in my case, so I had to be quite picky with what I was going to take with me. But I thought I would run through the things that I did take with me, also show you some of the outfits that I did wear when I was in Berlin. It is kind of samey, but I'm also going to show you some cutaways of if I didn't get a picture of what I was wearing and what I brought with me, then I'm going to do a little cutaway for you. So the first thing I wanted to cover were like my outerwear basics, the things that I was going to be wearing pretty much every time I was going to be going out. I obviously wanted to have things that A, looked good, because when I would be taking photos, obviously because it was very cold, the highest it got to was about 5 degrees, and then it was going -1, -2, those kind of temperatures. So I had to keep warm. I wanted to look okay. I didn't want to look like a big marshmallow. I'm going to start with my coat because that's probably the most important thing. So obviously I had to take my lovely big teddy bear coat with me. This coat is from New Look and it was just under £40, and I saw it and I was like, I've been wanting a teddy bear coat for so long. And I didn't understand how warm these things are. Oh my goodness, this is so warm. So obviously the fact that you've got the teddy bear material really keeps the heat in. But it's also got like a quilted lining, which I think really makes a difference. It's not just the material underneath. You've actually got that extra layer of squishiness. And this really did a great job at keeping me warm. I loved wearing it. And I love the colour as well. It's a nice neutral that goes with everything. So a really warm coat is essential. Something like a teddy bear coat means that you're still looking fashionable. You could also go for something like a puffer jacket or a parka coat, something like that. So that was the coat that I wore. Then I also needed a couple more layers on top of my coat just to keep the wind out. Oh, I just knocked my wire, which knocked my camera. That's not good. So I obviously had to bring a scarf. This isn't the scarf that I brought with me. That's hiding somewhere. But this is a kind of a second best. This scarf is really warm. This is from Accessorize. I think I got this as a present from someone. I'm not really sure. But it is honestly so warm. Again, it's a neutral. It will go with lots of things. And it's very warm. I did bring like I'm not really sure what they're called. I think it's a windbreaker. They're like a really, almost like the top half of a turtleneck, but just like as a scarf. And I sometimes put that on, which I got when I was younger, when I went drag racing. So they're really good. But I think just generally windbreakers are really, really good if you want that extra layer. I then took some gloves with me. These are some leather gloves from Primark. I'm actually really impressed with the quality. Again, these were a present. I find leather gloves the best kind of gloves for keeping my hands warm. I'll obviously try and link any kind of alternatives down below. They will probably be affiliate links, so I'm just going to say that now. Obviously, affiliate links don't affect you anyway. It just means I get to earn a little bit from buying something through my link. I then also took a beanie hat with me. Again, it's buried somewhere because it's starting to get a little bit warmer now. I just had a plain black beanie that I'd had for years and it's really reliable. I did also bring my blue beret with me. I didn't get as much wear out of it, mainly because of my hair, because it was so windy sometimes. So I found that the beanie obviously kept my ears warm. So on a practicality level, it's probably not the best, but again, it was my little pop of colour when I wanted it, and I did wear it sometimes. Now, bags. Now, I took my Fjällräven backpack with me. That's the only backpack that I found that is really reliable, look good, and is sort of waterproof and was light as well in my case. I do want to get another one though, because it is looking a bit tired because I took it traveling with me. It's a bit sun bleached. I love it though, I do adore it. And I found that sometimes if I do want a bit of extra protection, if I'm going somewhere where it might be raining a bit more, little tip for you, I actually put a plastic bag, one of those like bag for lifes, inside the backpack, and it adds an extra layer of waterproofness, which is obviously, I don't want all my stuff getting wet. So I took that with me. Handbag wise, I actually surprised myself. So I was very kindly sent some bags from Skinny Dip. I decided to take one out of the 2 that they sent me with me, and it actually became my everyday bag. I was so surprised because I'm very much that person that if I'm going to be walking a lot, out during the day, I want to have a good backpack on my shoulders because I don't want to get like arm ache and have all that stuff. And I was really surprised that actually this handbag worked out really well. So let me show you what I've got. So this is the bag that I took with me. I absolutely love it. I'm not normally into silverware, but this really caught my eye and I think it really worked, especially with like the cowboy-esque style of it. So it's obviously got this little fringing here, and you open it up, and the one reason why I wanted to bring this with me was because it obviously goes flat. So in my carry-on case, it worked a dream because it didn't take too much space. Obviously, the only downside was these are really heavy. So it's got a really nice space inside. It expands quite a long way. Then I'm going to show you 2 other alternatives that are a bit more evening-y, they're a bit smaller. So the first one I'm going to show you is the other bag that I was kindly gifted by Skinny Dip, and it is this little round bag here. Super cute. It's a bit like the Topshop one which was going around a little while last year. It's got a nice gold chain. It's not as heavy as the other one. It is quite boxy though, so obviously if you've got to bear that in mind if you're packing a bag like this, but it is really light, so that is the main thing, and you can fit a lot in it. The other one I was given as a gift for Christmas by my friend Katie, and I just had to show you because it's really cute. So this is it. This is this gorgeous pink bag with kind of orange and blue details. Again, it's a kind of similar style to the black bag with the fringing, but it's got, I think of these as like David Bowie lightning bolts. Again, I mean, the good thing is that it is really good quality, the bag, which is why this strap is so heavy. But again, it squishes up really nicely, so it's great for travel. So now I'm going to start talking about my base layers, so my bottoms and my tops that I bought with me. So as I just said, I didn't bring any kind of one pieces like jumpsuits or dresses or anything because I wanted them to work with other pieces. I took 2 pairs of jeans with me. One I took with me was my Topshop black skinny jeans. These are the Lee jeans. I actually find these fit me the best because they're really good at coming at the right length on me because I've got quite a short inner leg as a short person. They are a bit thinner though, so what I ended up doing was I ended up layering them with some woolly tights, which were like acting as like my thermals, which I'd also bought to wear with another piece, so again they were being used. So I had my black skinny jeans with me, and then for a different style I took my Zara straight leg jeans with me as well. I honestly adore these jeans. I do like having skinny jeans in my collection because when it is colder, the wind doesn't get up the bottom of the leg, which is can be quite chilly. So for tops, I took 3 different types of tops, and I'm just going to show you kind of one of each because I took a couple of each, if that makes sense. So firstly, I just took a couple of bog standard t-shirts with me, again all in neutrals. I took this stripy one with me. I also took a black one. I think I took a white one as well, but again I didn't really see them because I was layering them with jumpers and things like that on my coat. So that was one. I also have a couple of, oh that's from Primark by the way. And then I also took some long sleeve tops. I didn't really want to take my thermal top, which I've got, which is from Peter Storm. It doesn't look as nice if I did take my jumper off, if that makes sense. So I just took some simple plain long sleeve tops. This one's from Next, it's just a grey one. I also have a black one which I took with me, having a long sleeve top and a jumper and my nice big warm coat on, I was perfect temperature. I wasn't too hot and I certainly wasn't too cold. The other kind of top I took, no surprise, is a turtleneck, mainly because these are so good at keeping you warm, especially around the neck area. This charcoal one is for, I think it's from ASOS. Yes, this is from ASOS, and again, just a really good basic. And this was also more of like my evening-y top. It was a bit more special if we were going to go out anywhere nice. Okay, so I'm going to go on to jumpers. I only took 2 jumpers with me. I wore one on the flight and then I had one in my bag. These are jumpers. They are both from Mango. Firstly, I have this striped blue and white one. I love this one. It's got flared sleeves and it just looks so nice. I love the neckline, even though it wasn't so practical. I didn't get overly cold because I had other things on. And then I also took, this is lovely. It's kind of like a hybrid between a turtleneck and a cowl neck, because it's not like a tight turtleneck, but this is a bit thicker. So this is what I wore on the flight. It's a cable knit. It is so warm. Oh my goodness. So the 2 pairs of shoes that I took with me were my Vans. These were fantastic for walking in. Yeah, I think now, thinking about it, and I have bought some, I would wear these with insoles if I'm walking for a long time, which I was, because sometimes I found they're really nice and wide, which is great for my feet, but I do need a bit more support in them. So next time I'm doing a lot of walking in these, I'm going to put my insoles in. I would definitely recommend that as a tip. If you've got flat shoes and you're going to be walking a lot in them, make sure you've got some sort of insole just to support your feet. And then as my more formal shoe, I took my Next black Chelsea boots. These were very kindly gifted to me, and they honestly, I'm so converted to leather boots because A, they last really well, B, they look really good if they're a bit aged. Again, a staple. I wore them quite a bit during the day as well as the evening because they were flat, and I didn't need as much support because the leather was quite good at holding my feet with a bit of support. So the last thing I want to talk about is kind of smarter evening outfits. I brought 2 different options with me depending on what I was going to be wearing or what I wanted to wear. So the first one, well, they both went with this turtleneck, which was the whole kind of, I was basing the looks around this. So the first bottom half that I took was this leather skirt from New Look, which is almost like an A-line, slightly longer leather skirt. Again, obviously it's a bit warmer than just like a material skirt. And then I wore that with my woolly tights. Then the other thing that I bought, I can't find the actual trousers that I brought with me. I don't know where they are. I've looked everywhere. I think they must be hidden in the wash somewhere. I actually have 2 pairs of trousers which I think would possibly go with this as an alternative that I bought recently in the sales. Oopsie. So the first one are these beautiful trousers from New Look. They are like a rusty colour. I don't know if they're coming out really orange on here. I promise you they do work well together. I think they're coming out a little bit differently on camera. So they're an elastic waist. You've got a really cute little, I can't remember the name of this. What is the name? I can't remember. The button where it's got like the detailing on it, and they're really thick. This is, I think, why I think they would be such a good idea for going on a city break. And again, they would go with my Vans as well as the boots. The other pair of trousers, which I think would look really cute. These trousers from Zara are so gorgeous in this like snake skin print, but it's like a, how would I describe this while I do this up? Kind of like an acid wash. I can't do them up, what's going on? It's just a really pretty print, and I think this will be quite a nice statement for an evening out in the city. And again, the great thing as well, I think, is that you could probably layer like some woolly tights or some thermals underneath, so that you can still have a bit more warmth. There we go. Those are my Winter City break outfit ideas. I hope you enjoyed it. I wanted to do this for so long and I really like these type of videos. I like watching them myself. So I hope this has helped you and you enjoyed it as well. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. I'd love to know your layering tips for the winter. That's a really good one, but still looking good at the same time. If you're new, please do subscribe. I'm doing videos weekly now, well, I'm trying to, and I cover acting, fashion, lifestyle, beauty, a bit of everything. Please click the little bell notification next to the subscribe button and then you will know when I get some new videos. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye!